hope you're well. I'm sending you love amidst all of this craziness that's happening in the world right now, and I'm sure in each and every one of our individual lives. Yeah, the ending of this year of the snake is a big one, and we've still got 20 days left, so buckle up, baby. Look after yourself, make sure you are eating clean, that you are hydrating, that you are loving yourself extra, that you're surrounding yourself with the ones that you love, including your fur babies. She's a beauty. And yeah, give yourself grace, give yourself love, and trust that everything is happening as it should, and show up in the ways that you are intuitively called for your greatest good, for your most high, for your highest timeline. This is how you continue to move. So yeah, what I'm going to be speaking about today is the real reason that people feel powerless. And it brings up a conversation that I had with a brother in the community the other day when I was at a housewarming, and he'd recently read the book, I think it's called Against the Machine. So he's really started to learn about the wider agenda and everything that's going on, and it's made him feel pretty powerless, which I get, you know. And I think I mentioned this on my live yesterday, how this is part of the agenda. If we really zoom out and just look at everything, just look at the whole of our lives in the way that we have been programmed, trained, conditioned, however it is that you personally decide to look at it, all of them work. We have been trained in a way to make us feel like we are insignificant, that we are not good enough, and that we don't have the power. And we've actually been trained to give our power away to other people. Hello, whoever's hopped on. I see 2 people are watching, but it doesn't tell me who. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you. So we've been trained to give our power away in every sense of the word, from day dot, to systems and authorities outside of us, and to blindly trust in whatever systems and authorities that are outside of us without asking questions. And then if we ask questions, we're reprimanded in some sort. So this can happen this happens either in school, in the home situation with parents or caregivers, in the work dynamic, and now even more so we're seeing it in wider scales when it comes to the government. Now, as one against, say, the government, we do feel pretty powerless because we're just one person against the government. However, when we all come together, then our power unites. And we can see that happening in Iran right now. And even though it's not being put on the media as such, it's being spoken about because all of these people are coming together and they are revolutionizing the way in which people are showing up, and ultimately people are witnessing this and being the voice for them. Now, when it comes to our lives and feeling powerless over our lives and the direction that it goes, because this is what I really want to hone in on, because yeah, we can go macro, however, the only way that we're going to start to create power on a macro scale from the sense of the people is if we as people come back to our power on the micro scale. Now, a lot of people have icky sticky feelings around the word power because, again, we have been trained, conditioned, programmed, again, whatever word that you want to use, we have been trained in a way to look at power as if it's the villain, for want of a better word. As if people that are powerful, for want of a better word, are cunts. That's my English wanting to come out. Sorry if that triggers you. Not sorry, actually. Because if that does, then that's simply medicine, because it's just a word. It's just coming up from my Britishness. But yeah, most people look at powerful people and are like, fuck you, because of the way that they're being. And I don't blame them, to be honest with you. So then when it comes to reclaiming our power, there can be some icky stickiness with that because of the belief that we may have in respects to powerful people, and also the fact that with power comes responsibility. So if we're reclaiming our power from feeling powerless, then that means that we're responsible over our lives. And it's a lot easier for people, a lot of people, to point fingers and blame the government and blame their parents and blame their environment and blame whatever the fuck might come up, right? It's so much easier to blame everything outside of us. However, that's simply giving our power away. And when we are giving our power away, then of course we are powerless, because we're giving our power away through the process of projecting blame. Now, what's the alternative? The alternative is reclaiming our power. And how do we reclaim our power? We come back to the remembrance that we're sovereign beings, and we come back to the remembrance that we create our reality. Oh, Mel, I'm living in a pile of shit right now. I wouldn't create this reality. No, you wouldn't consciously create this reality. You've created it unconsciously because you don't realize how powerful you are when it comes to your frequency. Now, your frequency is affected by the way that your mind works. Your frequency is affected by how connected or disconnected you are from your body. Your frequency is affected by how connected or disconnected you are from your soul. Hello, Richard. I hope you're well. I'm sending you love. It's good to see you too. So it's really coming back to the remembrance of you are powerful and you are a frequency, and every single thing outside of you is a frequency match to the frequency that you are. And the way that you shift what's going on outside of you is by shifting what's going on within you. And this is responsibility, and many people are quote unquote scared of the responsibility, because to take responsibility of our frequency means looking in the mirror, and to look in the mirror is very fucking confronting, because when we look in the mirror we have to hold our hands up as to where we have been toxic, where we have been unhealthy, where we have been playing the victim, where we have been giving our power away, where we have been avoiding things, where we have been abandoning ourselves, all of these things. So when we're looking in the mirror and we're noticing it, all of this icky stickiness comes up, because it's the darkness within us that gets to be alchemized so we can neutralize and transcend this dense, heavy energy within us and ultimately raise our frequency to create the experience it is that we want. Speak to you soon, Richard. Have a great day. So this is why people feel powerless, because they're not doing this work of looking in the mirror, but instead they're fighting the mirror that's being held up in front of them, and they're running away from the mirror, and they're avoiding the mirror, and they're blaming the mirror. No, babes, it's you, it's all you, it's always been you, and it will always be you. And until you admit that and take ownership of that, things are not going to get better. They're either going to stay the same, most likely they're just going to get worse. Because the more disempowered you are, the more disembodied you are, the more disconnected you are, the more easier you are controlled and manipulated by outside sources, whether that be family members, spouses, friends, or the government state. Now, we see what's going on in the world right now, and yeah, on a major scale, we feel powerless because the majority of us are not taking power over our own lives, and we're allowing life to happen to us rather than looking at the fact that life is actually happening for us if we just take ownership, accountability and responsibility for the parts that we are individually playing. And this is the work that I do and teach and deliver and mentor within the wealth frequency shift. Not only do I support you in building a globally successful online business around your personal brand through the simple switch of water, where you can plug into a regenerative wealth model where we're building financial sovereignty together in community, you're also going to get all of the training, the resources, the mentorship, the guidance, the teachings to support you on this journey of reclaiming your power in every sense of the word. For me, it's not just about teaching you how to build a globally successful business. No, it's about teaching you how to build a wildly successful life. So you create everything in your life that you ever desire, because you can. You have the power. The question is, are you holding on to it or are you giving it away? I'm done for today's transmission, and thank you whoever's just hopped on and sent me a like. I love you so much. I'm going to be finishing this and I'll see you tomorrow on my live. I don't know when, and maybe it will be on Instagram, I don't know, but all of my live videos are definitely going to be uploaded on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go over and subscribe. And my inbox is open. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. And if you want to explore any further bodies of my work, I'll put the links in the comments below. I love you so much. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. And remember, you are fucking powerful.